Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, Ellarie. I know I kind of did like a gold eye, red lip not too long ago, but this one's a little different. You know, I remixed it. Still gold eye, added a little glitter, made it a little bronzy. Red lip, different products. You know, I switched up the products pretty much, you know. Half the time when I come to this table, I don't know what I'm doing, and I end up doing something that I just did. But I knew if I didn't record it and I posted a picture on Instagram, somebody would have said, record it girl, why did you record it girl? So yeah, I just recorded it. But yeah, I hope this is super easy for you guys to follow. Hope you guys enjoy it, and hope you guys are subscribed. I just gave you guys a couple of seconds to just hit the subscribe button. Just kidding, but not really, just kidding. Anyways, let's get to it. Okay, so my face is already primed. Eyebrows done. About to put on my foundation. For my foundation, I'm going to use Too Faced Born This Way. This color is Maple. I'm going to spray my face first with Pixi's makeup. I totally missed my whole face. What is that? Pixi's Makeup Pixi Mist. And about 5 clumps of this, which is probably too much. No, 3 is good for now. Let's start with 3. This color normally is like perfect for me in the winter. I'm a little bit darker, which is why it's looking a little bit light skinned, but it's gonna set a tad darker, and plus once I contour, you're not even gonna be able to notice. So just watch. You gonna see. Now I'm gonna highlight with my handy dandy MAC ProLongwear concealer in NC45. Sasha Buttercup Powder to bake. Now I'm just pressing it in, making sure everything is even. Now I'm going to sweep the remaining away with Cosette's S123 brush, which is hella soft, by the way. Now I'm going to contour, which is going to make me, you know, not look so light skinned. Usually when I use Asia Crimson's cream foundation, I use it in number 7, but I can't find the new one that I just got. I can't find it. So I tried 6.5 the other day, and I actually like this one just as much. It's a smidge lighter, but you know, still contour worthy. So I'm going to start with my cheeks, forehead, and you know the rest. Now, even though I would prefer a cream contour over a powder contour any day of the week, the only con about it is that if you're too heavy-handed when you're blending it out, you can get spots and it can be a little splotchy. And yeah, I hate when that happens. So the best way to do it to me is to use like a buffer brush, either a contour brush or like a brush like this, or just like a flat, soft, bristled brush. And instead of going like back and forth in directions, you just kind of stamp, but not hella hard. You know, lightly and repeatedly over the contour until it's blended out, but you don't want to overdo it because you'll get like bald spots. This brush is from Crown. It's their C451 round buffer. I'm really just kind of lightly pressing over the areas that I contoured to blend it in. And for the cheeks, I start by going at the top and then kind of flattening the brush and blending the bottom. And I'm kind of going to bronze out my contour today. I used to use this all the time, so I decided to bring it back. It's the Refined Golden Bronzer by MAC. And I'm pretty much going to do the same thing, just kind of stamp it over my contour. I don't use this on my nose, just my cheeks and my forehead. Now I'm going to get my Laura Mercier and set pretty much my entire face besides my cheek contour. I use it heavily like under my eyes and under my contour, and then kind of lightly on my forehead and everywhere else, just to make sure everything has one even finish. Okay, now I'm going to use that same Cosette brush, matte mineralized skin finish and dark, of course, and sweep this away. Now, I'm just going to finish off the face. I was going to wait after the eyes, but, you know, let's just get it over with. My blush, I'm going to use a little bit of Snapdragon from Becca Cosmetics. I just wanted a hint of pinkiness in my cheeks, like nothing too dramatic. Just a smidge, just a smidge. For my highlight, I'm using Bobbi Brown's Bronze Glow. My Snap fam knows about this. I swatched it the other week. When I first tried this, I didn't really like it because I was using a different brush to apply my highlight, because you guys know, like, all my favorite brushes got jacked. And it didn't apply like really heavily like I like my highlight to be. You know, everybody likes a popping highlight, but it was kind of more on the softer side. So I was like, oh no, we won't be using this. But then, you know, it is about $50, so I gave it a second try, and I used a fan brush this time, and it actually applied a little bit more heavier. So now, you know, we're friends again. And this fan brush is from Those Colors, and I'm just going to swish it in here and apply it to my cheeks. Alright, so the face is pretty much done. I'm about to figure out what I'm about to do with these eyes, and be right back. Okay, so here's the eye look that we're going to do for today. I already knew what lippies I was going to wear. Like, I'm going to wear red lippies. And when I did the eyes and I was done, I was like, this looks too much like the tutorial I did not too long ago with the ABH palette. So I threw some glitter on there, switched things up a bit, but still similar, different products, you know, whatever. Anyways, gonna get started with this eye. Gonna prime it first with Urban Decay's Primer Potion, the original formula shade. For all my transition shades, I'm gonna use Morphe's 35O palette. I will lift it up, but yeah, some colors got smashed and it is not pretty. So I'll probably leave like a little palette right here and show you the colors I'm using. First color I'm gonna use right underneath my brow is this light brown shade, and I'm going to use Dose of Colors blending brush. Next, I wanted a little bit of orange in the background of the transition. See how you can see a little orange right here? Yep. So I used this matte orange color. It was a little too orange, so you only need like this much, you know? Otherwise, it's like, BAM! And I didn't want it to be BAM! I wanted it to be like, oh, little hint of orange. So I'm going to grab another blending brush. This one is from Sigma. It is their E25 blending brush. And I'm going to lightly tap that onto that orange color and buff it into the brown I just used. I did highlight my brow just a smidge today. I was feeling fancy or whatever. I used Crown brushes. Oh, this brush doesn't have a name, but it's from Crown. Same brush I used to clean my brows. And I added a little bit of that Bronze Glow highlighter that I use to highlight underneath my brow, like just a little bit, just a smidge, you know. I'm easing into the brow highlight because I still don't really like it, but I'm easing into it, you know. All right, now I'm going to darken up the crease. I'm going to use like 2 shades of brown and get in there. First, I'm going to grab Morphe's 507 blending brush, and I'm going to dip it into this light brown matte shade and buff that into the crease. The higher I go up, the less product I add, and turn the brush to the side just so that it's more gradient, you know. Now I'm going to grab a pencil brush. This is the 210 brush from MAC, and I'm going to dip it into a darker brown matte color and kind of line my crease to darken it up a bit. And go back with that lighter brown shade and kind of blend that darkness out. I'm going to deal more with the crease later. Now I'm going to move on to the lid and use a brand that I still have failed to learn how to pronounce. I'm just going to say Ciate. No, let me look it up because that ain't right. That ain't right. I'm going to look it up because this is just not acceptable. Ciate. Oh, there you go. Ciate. Ciate, okay, they have these little, what are these called? I don't know what they're called, but they're like primer eyeshadow combos that are like kind of popular now. This is in the color Collins Ave. I'm not going to use the primer because I'm going to apply the pigment at the bottom wet. So I'm going to just open up the bottom, even though the primer's at the top. I've showed you guys this before because I've used one of these before. I think I used Washington Ave, and this one's Collins Ave. I might be wrong, don't quote me. Looks like this. Can't get too close, make a mess. Yeah. And I'm going to use Motive's concealer brush. I'm going to dip it into the pigment, spray it with some setting spray, and apply it to my lid. Just one squirt is enough, not too close. So I'm going to apply it heavy all the way to here, and then once I get to here, I'm going to kind of pat it out so it's not too much pigment right here, so I can add some darkness. Does that make sense? Let me just show you. So once I have it heavy on the lid, like I have it right here, instead of adding more pigment to finish the rest of this part, I'm just going to kind of pat it out so there's not too much here. Okay, now I'm going to shut that so I don't spill it everywhere because I'm quite the clumsy one. Now I'm going to use that MAC pencil brush again and go to a darker brown matte color. And I'm going to add that to the outer V of my eye. Oh, wait. I should have learned from last tutorial. I'm going to let this dry first. Anytime you apply a pigment wet, let it dry first, okay? Otherwise, it's going to get all over the rest of your eye. That should be good. That should be good. And now I'm going to smooth out this transition. I'm not going to add any more product. I'm just going to kind of go over the transition so it's not so, you know, choppy looking. And I'm going to grab the small blending brush again, grabbing a lighter brown shade and just smoothing everything out. Blending is all about, you know, just going back and forth with colors and making sure everything looks smooth and blended, you know? Now I'm going to add my liner real quick. I'm using Crown Brushes C217 bent liner brush and NYX gel liner. I didn't mean for this wing to be like all the way out there, but you know how you mess up and you gotta just kind of keep going until it's right. Like that's what happened. Like I didn't mean for it to be like all the way to my eyebrow. Usually when it's all the way to my eyebrows on accident, but you know, it doesn't look bad. No, but I gotta do the same thing to the other side now. So I'm kind of following my shadow line a little bit, but for the most part, I'm just trying to mimic this eye so that they look the same. Now I'm going to fix the length and the evenness by kind of pulling my temple back to make everything nice and sharp. Now I'm going to add my glitter. I'm using Eye Candy's Liquid Sugar and the Splashes glitter balls. You know, they have these little cute glitter balls. Glitter balls. In the shade Long Island. So I just poured a tiny bit of liquid sugar in the cap, dipped my brush in it, and then tapped my brush on the napkin so it's not too wet, and then dipped it in the glitter. This brush is another bent liner brush by Crown Brushes. Now I'm going to add my lashes. These are Vegas Nays Grand Glamour lashes. These are probably my favorite drugstore lashes. I love big full lashes and these like do the job. I've wore this pair alone like probably way too many times. Like probably, you know how they say like you wear it from 30 times. I've probably worn it past the limit. I've done ripped out threads and everything. So this is probably the last time I'll wear this particular pair before I have to buy some more. But they definitely have lasted me a long time to be a drugstore lash. So I'm using House of Lashes Black Lash Glue, of course. And I'm just going to put these suckers on. As the glue is drying, I'm going to grab NYX Liquid Black Liner. And I'm going to go on top of my liner to get rid of some of that glitter fallout and to further blend in my lash band into my liner. Okay, now let's work this under eye area before we add our mascara. Of course, I'm going to use LA Girl's black gel pencil for the waterline. And for the lash line, I'm going to use Sigma's short shader brush and dip it into one of the matte brown colors to blend out this waterline. Finally, I'm going to add some mascara. I'm using Tarte's Lash Paint, and I'm going to just put some on my real lashes at the top and on my bottom lashes. And that is it for the eyes. Now for the lips, I want to show you two more colors from the Motive's Maven's Liquid Matte Lipstick line. The darker red shade is called Sorry Not Sorry, and the lighter one is called Scandalous. I'm going to add this one to the outer corners of my lips and this one to the center. Like I said, this look is kind of similar to the ABH Renaissance tutorial that I did with the Gold Eye Red Liquid Matte Lipstick in 2 different colors, but it's a different brand, okay? So if you prefer one brand over the other, or you want to try a new brand, I'm switching it up. It's not like I'm using the same stuff. Different stuff, same kind of look, you know? So I'm about to get up close and personal so you can see how I apply these. And there you have it. So there you have it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this sexy bronzy eye look. If you did, you know what to do. If you didn't, I'm sorry. Let me know what you want to see next in the comments. And until next time, love you guys. Mwah. Totally forgot to end the video. So there you have it, guys. Oh, am I recording? Oh, I am. Pixi makeup. Woosah. Pixi's makeup fixing mist. Eyelashes on Gangsta Lean. How do you pronounce Ciate? Now this one's thicker. These cars are like doing way too much right now. Chill on the transmission, bro. How I'm looking down. And